I got a few things that I'm going to cover tonight, especially with that launch of that new thing, that new product that came out today that I don't know. My wife will love it, but I won't. A new dance workout. I seen that, and I told Jared earlier when I first seen that new Shaun T workout come out, I was kind of disappointed because I'm not a dancer by no means. But at the same time, I think there's going to be a lot of ladies that's going to really like that workout. So I think it's going to be really good. Let's go ahead and get some shout outs out of the way. So Tiffany is at SC4 and knocking on heaven's door at SC5. It'll be the first time we've talked about this. It'll be the first time she's hit SC5, and she's going to do it. There's no doubt. She's going to get that bobblehead that she's been wanting so bad. And then Sam is at SC4. Kim is at SC4, and Zach is at SC2. But I know that, Fran's got some in the works. So y'all are right there. It's only halfway through the month, so there's no reason why that you can't get that Success Club 5 this month. And even if you're at SC0, the seeds that you've been planting and stuff like that can definitely help you to get to that Success Club with no problem at all. A couple of things that I want to talk about before we get started, and I've got some points that I want to hit tonight because I can see some patterns of things that's going on, and it just happens with this business. One is the new product that came out today. I think it's called Cize, right? CIZE. If y'all didn't see that, you can go Google it. You can search it. You can look at Elite Fitness. Zach posted it in there. But this is one thing that's really big and really key to building a business, not for just now, but for later, is as soon as a product comes out, you need to either, you need to write a blog post on it, make sure that you hashtag that product, put all the right hashtags and things like that in it, or B, put it to your YouTube video on your YouTube channel, or do something with it so that when people are searching for this thing, because people are going to be looking for it, just like they did with T25, the 21-day fix and things like that. There's something, I think the word's called infinity, that basically when your channel or your blog post or whatever it may be gets enough hits, when people search it, then yours will come up in the top of it. And the whole point of that is not that you'll sell challenge packs right now with it, but that when this is launched, people are going to find you. They're going to find your site. So if you share that video and it's linked to Team Beachbody, that does you no good. That's great information for your local people, but that can help you out with that. But as far as down the road and building the business and getting new people, that really it really don't help you. So the whole point of that is to be able to do that. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to show y'all how to do that. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. So y'all see my screen? Can y'all see that? Give me a thumbs up, Tiffany, if you can see it. Okay. So there's this thing called YouTube Video Downloader, and it's free. And what you do is you download that, and it'll give you a quick link to your a shortcut to your desktop. Once you click on that right there, I'm going to let it come up and I'll show you. You'll get this screen right here. And basically what it does is it gives you the opportunity to download whatever YouTube video that you want. The only thing that you have to do, hey Kim, good timing. Good timing. So I'm going through this YouTube video downloader. If you can see right here is the shortcut for it. So basically what you do is you go to YouTube Video Downloader, I think is what it's called. Basic YouTube Downloader, and it's free. And it'll give you this shortcut onto your desktop, and you have to have a computer to do it, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you can't do it from your phone or anything else. So what you do is once you download it, you click on that shortcut, and then it's going to give you this screen right here. And you can see where it says download. So basically what happens is, let's say when I go to YouTube, I'm going to go to YouTube. And let's say that I do the Cize workout. Ain't that what it's called, CIZE?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. And let's say that I go to video, and I'm going to type in Beachbody. So you can see right there that there's a lot of stuff that's already coming up for it, you know. It's got lots of different videos about it. I'm not going to even really look at all that. That's not no worry of mine. But what I'm going to say is right here, let's say that I wanted to do this one. What I would personally do is I would personally download the one from Team Beachbody, you know. So, but let's say that I want to do this one. If I click on this one right here, it's going to pull this in. I'm going to go.
Of exercise, please roll the clip.
That's just showing that from Carl right there. So I'm going.
Of exercise, please roll the clip.
I paused it real quick, but that is actually YouTube right there. You see this URL address up here? You can do one or two things. You can just copy it and then go back to this, or if you click on it, it automatically should just pull it right in. You see how it pulled it in? Right here. Y'all see that? Thumbs up if you do. Give me a, okay. So the only thing I got to do now is click download. I'm not going to download it, but I'll just download it. It's all that I'm going to do. And what'll happen is it'll show up on your desktop. So as you can see right here, this one right here, it already downloaded to my desktop. That video downloaded to my desktop. Y'all see that? So now when I go to, I'm going to actually go to my channel. And only thing that I have to do is right up here where it says upload, I just upload it. Is all that I do. And it comes to my channel. And as you can see, it's already on my channel because I did that earlier. If you look at my channel, I've got 21-day fix. I've got 3-day refresh. I've got our team calls. I've got a lot of stuff on there. So it's just a way to link everything back to you. So anytime that you're, and this is what I'm going to suggest for y'all. I'm going to close that out and I'm going to get away from this. Anytime that you share something, this is just my opinion, and this is just what I've seen and what I've been taught. If you ever share a blog post, if you ever share a video, tie it back to your blog if you have a blog, tie it back to your YouTube channel if you have a YouTube channel. That way when people look at it, they'll see other stuff that you have. They'll see things that you've got, you know, so that it'll give you an opportunity on down the road to create that, you know, that infinity or that thing that people continue to see all the time. So, do you have any questions about that? Does it make sense? That's how you build a bigger market. That's how you get outside of your warm market. And here's the reality of it. Too many times we're thinking about this month in Hicks Success Club right now, and that's it, and we're not thinking about down the road. What about 6 months down the road? You know, what about a year down the road? That's why you do these types of things for that right there. And one thing that I want to revisit tonight is I want you to, I know Sam's pretty new to this, but this is even for Sam too, is when you first started this business, when you first started this venture, you had a fire that was lit up under you. You know, you had goals, you had dreams, you was going to work maybe and telling people that you were, you know, one day that you were going to quit your job and you was going to do this full time. And there was a passion and a drive and a reason for wanting to do that. You weren't going to have to work 2 jobs no more. You was going to be able to stay at home. You was going to get out of retail. You was going to retire early. You was all excited. You was passionate. You had all these different things going on. And then, you know, different points along the way, you lose that fire. You lose that fight. You lose that drive. So that's why I want to talk about these things tonight. And really, it's a thing that was on one of the calls that was posted in the 3 Vital Behaviors group. But I wanted to go back over it because I thought it was so important because right now, I know a lot of people are struggling. You know, even though there's 3 or 4 of y'all that said SC4 and SC2, and even it's SC0, it don't matter. You know, even for Fran, she's planting a lot of seeds, and I know she's got some SC4 and SC6 about to pop open. So think about these 4 things right here that she went over, and I'm going to go over tonight. A strong belief in the product, the business, and yourself. When you first started this, you had that strong belief in the product, you had a strong belief in the business, and you had a strong belief, maybe not so much in yourself, but you had a certain fire that was lit up under you. But here's the reality of it. You still had that strong belief in the product. There's no doubt about it. But maybe you don't have that strong belief in the business and yourself. You've got to get that back, and you've got to live that, and you've got to show it, and you got to own it. I don't know if y'all noticed today when I did that post about the SC shout-outs and things like that, and I said we've got new coaches joining us, like crazy here in the last several months. We really don't. Compared to other teams, we do. We've got, a few new coaches that joined us, stuff like that. But I'm trying to create that excitement that is there. I'm trying to create that and show that, that this is something that's thriving. This is something that's growing and things like that. So as you live it and you show it and you own it, that belief in that product and that business and in yourself, you have to think about, and I want you to write these things down. What has this product or business done for you? What has this team done for you? And it's not the fact that maybe you're not making $1,000 a month, but what has this team done for you? Tiffany, would you have lost all the weight that you've lost without this team, without this support group? Maybe, but you shaking your head no, and I have to probably agree with you. Would I be in the shape that I'm in without this team and this? No, because there's days that I just don't feel like working out, and I think, you know what? I talk about it, and I got to do it. Would Fran still be on this journey? Would Sam and his wife, would they be on this journey? What has this Fit family done for you? What has this team done for you? How's it inspired you? How does this business change you? It's giving you hope. It's giving you a way that you can see in 3 or 4 or 5 years or whatever it may be that you can live your dreams. For Sam and his family, they want to move to Florida and they want to be able to do some adventurous things that a teaching, job won't allow them to do. For Kim, she wants to be able to get out of retail. This business has given you some extra hope. This team has given you some excitement. Think about those things. It's not just financial stuff, and share that with people. Be bold and share that with people. And list those things. Talk about it boldly. But here's the thing that I want to challenge you with too. When you talk about it boldly, you have to have that confidence within yourself that you are going to be here every day and you are going to be here 2 or 3 years down the road. Why is that? Because you don't want to set yourself up to look like a fool either. So when you do those things, that kind of puts pressure on you too to do that, because we have talked about this enough. And if you go out there and somebody says, well, Kim, how's that Beachbody thing going? Well, I kind of laid off of it. I'm not doing it as much and all that. Well, I thought you was doing it to change lives and all. And listen to your self-talk, not your self-talk. When you start complaining about, and I'm telling you, this is things that I learned from myself as well. When you start complaining that people are telling you no, or that you're not hitting Success Club, or that I can't believe I'm putting this time to it and people are not responding in the coach group or the challenge group or the 3 Bible group, or they're not. Think about who you're directing that at. You're directing that at yourself. And we've always said that your success is a direct reflection of the number of lives that you touch. Not how much you touch yourself or life and everything about you and how many goals you reach, but how many lives you touch. So think about that as you go through these things. Think about, the reason that you started doing these things. Who was it that I was thinking of today that somebody had told me basically that they had given up hope last year. They didn't until they got around this fit. Somebody that's in our challenge group. And I was thinking that's exactly why we do these things. So have a strong belief in the product and the business in yourself and live it and show it and own it. And then you have to make a strong commitment. Why would somebody, I want y'all to always think about this. Why would somebody sign up with you? Are you going to be here? That lady that Tiffany just sold a challenge pack to that she posted on Facebook and she said she's going to do it. You know what? I wanted to tell her, you're not going to fail unless you quit, because Tiffany's going to be here a year from now. If you need to lose 50 pounds, Tiffany's going to be here with you. I can say that confidently because Tiffany's tried to quit 3 or 4 times and we won't let her. Right, Tiffany? I'm just kidding, but I am serious. We're a family that sticks together like that. So why would somebody want to invest time with you? Why would a superstar, every one of y'all want superstar coaches? Why would a superstar coach want to be on your team? Why would they want to follow you and not somebody else? Because Jared talked about today, me and him talked, and I shared some tough love with him and we shared some different things. And he said that the only people he can find on Instagram is Beachbody coaches or it wraps, whatever, and all that different crap. And I said, here's the reality of it, Jared. Most of those Beachbody coaches are on Instagram are going to quit a year from now. And I said, I love it. I don't love it that they're going to quit, but I love it that only the tough will survive. Only the mentally tough will survive. Only the ones that their why is big enough and their will is big enough and their want to is big enough will survive. But this is not for everybody. This is not for the weak. If you're weak, you can become strong through personal development, things like that. But the reality of it is this is not for everybody, and a lot of people are going to quit. So you have to make a strong commitment to why would somebody sign up with you. And here's the reality of it. I hear this from the top coaches all the time, and most of us don't even do this. Your day, personal development should not be last. It should be one of the first things, if not the first thing that you do every day. Every day, you've got to invest in you. You've got to invest in you. Personal development, especially if you're having doubts, has to be the reason you do this. And for your why, I want your why to be so huge that you will not quit. I would challenge you. I'm gonna call out Sam, because Sam, when he first shared with me why he was doing this, man, I thought it was so freaking awesome the reason he's doing this. And several of y'all. But write your why down and put it on the refrigerator and tell your family about it. So for Sam and his family and his wife, they got some big dreams. They want to go take some vacations. They want to move down to Florida. They want to do some different things. Write that out and put it on the refrigerator. Tell your kids and family about it, because here's the reality about it. Tiffany, you want to be able to quit your job. Fran, you want to be able to retire. Kim, you want to be able to get out of retail, things like that. Tell people about it, because here's the reality. The days that you feel like quitting, think about that why and how big it is and how bold it is. And think about that, without this right here, you may not have another opportunity to do it, and let that drive you. Let that why be something that really, really, really pushes you. And think about this too, because as we struggle, we start backing off. We start backing off from our personal development. We start backing off from our calls. We start backing off from those things. So think about when you're struggling and when you start to slowly back off, think about what you are willing to give up now so that you can reach your goals later. Think about it. What are you willing to give up right now so that you can reach your goals later? And I'm not talking about saying, I'm never going to see my kids or never going to see my spouse or things like that. But there may be a little bit, Melanie talked about there's a little bit of sacrifice sometimes, just a little bit. And if you say, hey, look, Bobby Joe, Betty Sue, or whatever your daughters and kids' names are, whatever that stuff, we're going to, you're going to see me doing about 30 minutes worth of work, here and there. And I'm doing that so that we can do these things later. And, and they'll say, oh, man, and I tell my kids that sometimes. I'm doing this so that we can have some freedom later, so that we can do some things, we can take some trips. And they'll understand that. And honestly, that'll push you even more to stick with it and to do it. So for me, I'm going to tell you, everybody knows this about me. If you don't, you're going to know it. The reason I'm doing this and the reason I won't quit, freedom. Freedom of time with my family, freedom from money, freedom to be able to give money, freedom to be able to travel, freedom to be able to help other people travel, freedom to be able to live my life to the best, freedom to be able to make choices, freedom to be able to take vacation when I want to be able to take it, freedom that when my kids ask me, Daddy, can you go do this? I can say yes, because I own my own business. That drives me. Not that I'll be stuck in a chain at Bosch all the rest of my life inside of a chain link fence and have to ask them for those things. Freedom. That's my why. Your why has to be something that when somebody asks you, Kim, what's your reason? Bam. What's your why, Sam? Bam. Fran, Tiffany. What is your why? You spit it out and you know it. You can recite it. Just like if they ask you, what's your name? Sometimes I forget my name. I definitely get my kids mixed up sometimes, but be able to spit those things out. Be able to think about those things. It should emotionally move you and keep you up no matter what, because we all have our ups and downs. We do. But this is what I told Jerry today, and I'm not, look, me and Jerry don't mind if I share anything. This is what happens a lot of times. You get discouraged, you get down, and you back off. And I mentioned this in the video the other day, and it's like a fire, like that country dude told me the other day, a fire. He's talking about having a campfire. And I was like, what? Campfire? I just wanted to hear him say it again. He said, campfire. You know what I'm talking about, campfire. I was like, oh, yeah. But I just asked him because I want to hear it. But anyway, so you take a fire and you take one of those logs that's burning, and you take it away from that fire. What happens? It goes out. And I'm telling you this. I'm warning you with this right here. Don't think that you ever know everything. The top coaches are always investing in personal development. The top coaches that have freedom of time and money, what are they doing? They're going and they're learning. They're taking these courses and these seminars and all these different things. They travel to do that kind of stuff because they're always investing in themselves because they always want to be better. Do not ever think that you know enough that you can back off from the cause, that you can back off from different things because you will die out. Even me, I've been doing this 19 months or whatever it may be. If I decided I got this. I'm telling you, I would fade away. I would slowly fade away. So the things, when you lack motivation, personal development, when you lack motivation, listen to the National Wake Up Call. When you lack motivation, engage in the groups. When you lack motivation, get on a team call. That's how you stay motivated. That's how you keep going because you're always feeding your brain and you're always guarding your brain, even a big brain like this, right? Tiffany, the bobblehead. Remember? I told Tiffany, she said, she didn't want a bobblehead. I said, I love the bobbleheads. It kind of reminds me, of myself because I wear a big hat. But anyway, so you've got to stay plugged in all the time so that when the negative things come, it blocks it off. It really does. So you have to have a strong reason why to build this business, something that will keep you going and will not allow you to quit. And then the last thing is you have to remain coachable. I kind of hit on it a while ago, but you have to remain coachable. Always remember that. You're never as good as you can be as a coach. You're never as good as you can be. You can always learn something. I'll never forget last month when we was doing the Coach Basics groups, and I'd get on those calls and I was thinking, I'm getting on here to support Sam, or I'm getting on here to support Zach, or whatever. I'm just, whatever it was. And every single flipping call, I learned something. Every call, I learned something. And I got off and I was like, God, it is true. You can always learn something. The top coaches in the business are always learning. When you think you have this business down pat, you are setting yourself up for failure. I've seen it too many times. I've seen the coaches that do that. And here's the reality of it too. People are watching you. Post about it on Facebook. Talk about that you're learning. Talk about when you read a Toast Rio, whatever her name is, Clean Eating book. Talk about it when you're reading some personal development book. Share those things if you go to a seminar because people want to see, dang, that Kim, she is on fire. Fran, man, she's always learning. She's always talking about things, whatever it may be. Share those type of things. Always be coachable. I'm gonna end with this because I want to make sure that y'all want to get on these calls and they're worth your time. They're not a waste of your time. But last week, we talked about setting business hours and having a business plan for the week. Who did that? Kim O'Keefe, the Owl Lady. Anybody else do that? Okay, that's all right. That's all right. It's not all right. I'm just kidding. It really ain't all right, but it's okay. I'm not going to fire you tonight. So this is what I want to challenge you to do. I want you to, if I'll go back to Chick-fil-A because I love Chick-fil-A. Matter of fact, I got a Chick-fil-A grilled salad in there waiting on me. But anyway, so if Chick-fil-A didn't set business hours last week, or next week, how do you think their business would go? If they didn't plan meetings, they didn't have their business hours, and they was like, well, we're just going to open up whenever, and we're going to just see how it goes this week, and they would fail. So I want to challenge you with two things. One, if you set business hours and you had a business plan, continue to do it and tweak it. If you hadn't done it yet, then do it because it will set you up for success. And as you grow your business, how many of y'all want to grow a business? How many of y'all want to be 5-star? Sam, you want to be 5-star? You still there with me? I'm assuming. Let's see if I get a live chat from it. Yes. Okay. So this is the way that I look at this. I'm preparing. When I had 3 or 4 coaches or 5 coaches quit on me way back when, I decided in my mind, I'm going to start preparing and running my business as if I am a 5-star elite top 10 coach. That way, when it happens, it'll be easier on me. If you wait to start getting organized and setting your business hours when you become a 5-star coach or a 1-star coach or a diamond coach, it's going to be harder on you. You're starting to create those habits right now that will set you up for success later. And here's the reality of it. You want to be a 5-star diamond coach or an elite coach or whatever it may be, then you've got to be prepared. What's going to happen when somebody comes up and wants to be a coach, a rock star coach, and they come to Kim and they say, Kim, I am ready. I want to blow this thing up. Kim's going to either go one or two options. Number one, she's going to be like, oh, my God, what do I do? I need to call Michael. I need to call Melanie. I don't know what to do. You know, that's option number one. Or option number B, I like that, don't you? I'm just saying if y'all wait. Option number B is this. She's going to say, okay, I'm going to send in this email that I've already got prepared for them. You know, we're going to have our first talk. We're going to chat. I'm going to get you set up in a coach basis. You're going to know what to do. You've got to prepare for those things right now so you don't look like an idiot or set yourself up for failure when that time comes. Be prepared for that. If you know that you're going to be a 5-star diamond coach, then treat it like that. Treat yourself like that, and don't just hope it happens. Be prepared so that you know that when it happens, you're ready for it. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference between the great coaches and the ones that fail and quit. They hope it happens, and when it happens, they're not prepared for it. The ones that it's going to happen for, they're preparing for success right now. They're preparing for success right now. It's just like saying, you know what, I'm a size 8, and I want to wear a size 6 bathing suit, and I go ahead and buy that size 6 bathing suit. Why? Because I'm going to wear it. For ladies. Men, you shouldn't be wearing size 6s. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. You go ahead and buy that bathing suit because you know that you're going to reach that success. Go ahead and set your business hours and a business plan right now and do it every week and every month so that you can have success. And when you have success, you're set up for success and not failure. You've got to treat yourself like that. So, questions? Any questions? Fran's tired. I'm tired. Was this call helpful? I want to make sure that it always is. I want y'all to have things to take away. But here's the thing. When you take away from this call, I want you to do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Questions. I got any questions? Yes.
On the YouTube, is it complicated or whatever to set up a YouTube channel for yourself?
No.
Okay.
Nope. And if it is for you, we can get on a Zoom call like this and do a screen share, and I can help you.
Okay.
I hate blogging. Blogging is a great tool. I hate blogging. I'm not going to do it all the time. It's just a great resource for me to send people to for different things, and I can tie some recipes to. I love YouTube because I like doing videos. Because I like people to see my long hair. Beautiful it is in my eyes. No, that's not it. But anyway. So you got to find what you like and do it.
Okay.
But yeah, if you can't do that, I can help you with it. Any other questions?
What are you planning on working on for the training on Friday night? What are you going to be discussing?
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. I want to make it short because I want people to be able to bring their kids and their husbands and things like that if they want to. So I don't want to overwhelm anybody. So I've got a couple of different things that I'm looking at right now, but it's not going to be any more than 30 minutes, whatever it is. It's not going to be very long, but it's going to be, I want to create some excitement for the spouses. You know what I'm saying? But also I want the others to be able to take something away from it. So
Tiffany, is your husband coming? Yes. Good.
that's a big deal. I'm telling you, and I say this for all of y'all, these events like this, if you can get your spouse at it, it's a big deal. And for you that have never been, Super Saturday is a big deal, but Summit is a huge deal. Huge deal. So, and if you can't go this year, hey, that's all right. We'll work on next year. If you don't go this year, you are going next year because I buy everything. Because next year I'll be able to, and I will take you. I might not buy your food, but I will buy your ticket and I will pay for your room. Count on that. Write that down.
Okay.
You going? Now, don't use me and abuse me. If you got the money, spend your own money. But if you don't, tell me, and you can go. Any other questions?
You said to remind you about how to go about getting all this stuff at Summit they're coming out with.
Mine, just get all the stuff at Summit. What was that?
You had grouped us
We were
earlier
talking
about
about getting the information quickly. The information they gave out, I think that's what he was saying. That
Yes, we are, Sam.
There's room for Sam.
Yeah, we got room. We have room.
It could be girls and guys. Brian can share with y'all.
Yep. We will make room. Will it be just you or you and your wife? Sam?
He might be typing.
Yeah. While he's typing, I still don't know what you're talking about getting the information for Summit.
I think he was talking about telling us how to get the information, like going over to YouTube was what that was about. Saying.
Yeah, that's what that was about. Okay. Just me. We're trying to figure out who would be just getting back from. Yes. We will have room for you, Sam. Yeah. You can stay with me and Jared and Brian. We'll have room. So just let us know. It'll be there. But please come. You gotta yes. Cheaper. Hey, I'm all about cheaper. That's for sure. And that's what we're gonna do. You're so busy, you don't have time. It ain't like you're gonna be dining out every night. You're gonna be drinking Shakeology, running from every place to place. You're busy. It's a learning experience. It's not a vacation. Even though I enjoy it, but it's not a vacation. So you'll be fine. Kim, share with me real quick how having business hours and a business plan this week made you feel.
Relieved. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I was dreading it, but it has helped me so much because it's just, I don't have anxiety about like, oh my gosh, I've got to get my post in, or what am I going to talk about, or I've got to get these invites done. And I know I can come because I start mine out. I do my workout first, and then I'll spend 30 to 45 minutes on my power hour because I've now started listening to my personal development as I work out. So it has helped me so much. And then I can just breathe for the rest of the day. I can go to work and concentrate on my job and not have to worry about Beachbody because it's already done. And then at night from 9 to 10, generally, I'll get on and just double check with people or just follow up. So just more than anything, it's helped my stress level.
Good. We don't want you stressed. We don't want nobody stressed. So that's good. It makes a difference because you've got a plan, and you can prioritize things according to because I know I've talked with Fran a little bit back and forth chatting and stuff, and she's told me she's got some people set up with to talk, with, and some seeds that she's planting, she's reaping a harvest from, and different things like that. So have that business hours, have that business plan, because if you don't, what's going to happen at the end of the week, you're going to look back, you're going to be like, what did I do? Well, I chatted with a few people in the challenge group. I posted a picture here and there, but you really didn't do anything, And at the end of the day, you may get lucky. But as you continue to do that, just random posting, random checking, it's going to fade away, and you're not going to get anything, and then you're going to be frustrated, and you're going to quit. And those big whys and big dreams and all that different stuff is just going to just fade to the side. You'll go back to your average whatever, and that's just the reality of it. Okay, any other questions or comments? So
We're not going to have a call for Super Saturday or anything. We're just going to – Riley. We're going to plan. We're going to get there early. We can set up anytime for Friday, and then we'll set up early Saturday morning. Stop.
Yes, and I'm trying to figure out for Super Saturday still about where to have Saturday at. I've got Friday nailed down, but I really want that big room. At the Municipal Center is huge. It's like the gym, and we could have the pink room too, but both those together is $275. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out if I got that pink room, would the gym just be open and we just go over and just use it because nobody's there? Or we go to Beach Springs?
Beach Springs is far away, though.
Yeah, it's a little bit more of a drive.
Yeah, because it's kind of country.
Yeah. Yeah.
SC2.
What I'm talking about.
Hey!
Moving on up. So, hey, look at it. Y'all are there. Go find one person. Each one of y'all really on this call right now. You're 1.5. Don't find any midgets, Fran. I mean, midgets need help too. But anyway, 1.5 people for Fran. And, you know, everybody else is one person away from hitting Success Club, and it's only the 16th, I think. So you'll start getting in that habit. You really will. You'll start getting in that habit, and you'll be the 16th or 15th, and you've hit Success Club, and then it'll be the 10th, and you've hit Success Club, and then I'm telling you, just do what you're taught. Stay in the fire. Stay on, you know, continue to grow yourself. Do that personal development. Do what you're showed to do, what you're taught to do, because that, I don't know if y'all seen the post of that guy I did the other day that's a fireman that lost 70 pounds.
I mean, tonight.
We are so lucky to be around Melanie and that team. I asked him the other day, I was like, dude, because I asked him, could I share his picture, and hopefully it would and kind of pump him up a little bit, hoping to build his business, because he's a cool guy, you know, met him at Super Saturday and stuff like that. Plus it was a great transformation. And he's like, yeah. So he shared it first, and he got some likes, a few comments. I shared it and got almost 200 likes, and I don't know how many comments from his friends too, from the same people. And I said, dude, we started something. He's like, yeah, now I just don't know what to do. I was like, well, y'all don't have a challenge group that's starting? No, we don't. I'm about to get in a diamond group or something, but no, we don't. I said, y'all don't have a challenge group every month? You or your coach? No. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, we have an opportunity, and we don't even, such a huge opportunity that we just let slip by, and we take for granted a lot of times when we want to give up. We want to just let this, because we're frustrated because we're not blah, 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 whatever. We've got a huge opportunity. Don't let it slip by you. I promise you. We've got the best of the best training, the best of the best upline. We've got the best of the best everything. The only variable in this thing that's going to make it succeed or fail is you. Know that. Own it. And be glad of it. That nobody else, this business does not depend on anybody else but you. You should be glad of that. I'm glad it don't count on nobody else. I can go to bed tonight and say, you know what? If I'm successful tomorrow, it's up to me. It's not up to Kim. It's not up to Tiffany, Sam, or Fran, or anybody else. It's up to me. And I own that. And you have to do the same thing. Okay. And we'll talk some more about Super Saturday and nail everything down. But, yeah, I'll let y'all know something for sure about the room on Saturday.
Why wasn't Rhonda on tonight? Did she say?
Yeah, Jess and his wife was over. Jesse and his wife was over. Yeah, she just let me know. So anyway, well, y'all sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. If y'all got any questions, let me know. Besides that, get your business plan and goals and all those things. Have that why, put it on the refrigerator, tell everybody about it, and boldly proclaim it and go get it. Y'all have a good night.
All right. Thanks.